Hey nerds, how you doing? So I assume you're here because you want to learn about the ship combat that we're going to be playing inside of Ashes of the Vanguard over on twitch.tv/LostInitiative or youtube.com/LostInitiative. So we're going to be playing a Mass Effect 5e campaign over there. Now, as much as I love the Mass Effect 5e rule set, as much as I love that community-built game, I think it's very well done. It really holds the spirit of the video game series and so on. Unfortunately, the ship combat on there just feels like it's incomplete. To say it's lacking is honestly, I think, a little disingenuous. I honestly think it's just incomplete. Now, many people play with those rules and they absolutely adore them, and I'm glad that they're having fun with their games. But for me, it was lacking, well, complexity. It was lacking being spelled out. It was a lot of rules for interpretation, room for interpretation, because of the lack of rules to interpret. So what I decided to do instead was I picked up a copy of Dark Matter made by the Mage Hand Press. Now this is an absolutely amazing book. You can get the PDF from Mage Hand Press for $30, or you can go onto their website and you can pick up the book. I don't remember how much it is if you buy the hard copy. That price is always changing, but you know, depending on where you live, shipping, so on and so forth. But for me, it was $30 for the PDF, and then I paid a little bit more to get the actual hardcover book itself. Totally worth it. Great series. Lots of cool lore in there if you want to play in that world. I just want to play Mass Effect. So let's talk about the ship rules that exist in Dark Matter. So Dark Matter ship rules are broken down to feel very, very 5e. They even have size classifications that feel like 5e, going through, just to label them off really quickly: fighter, personal, transport, corvette, frigate, light cruiser, heavy cruiser, capital, and titan. I mean, that almost perfectly aligns with the different size classes of Mass Effect ships. The only difference I would make is there's heavy cruisers, and then there's also carriers, a human-specific ship that would also use the rules of heavy cruiser, because it just fits the world even better. Capital ships being dreadnoughts and so on, which is absolutely wonderful. The way that this ship combat works is your ships have a whole bunch of different systems inside them. You have engines of different speeds that allow you to travel different distances. Heck, the rules don't blend together with speeds perfectly. So if you want to see the rules that I use to blend them together, check the PDF I have linked down below. I wrote together blending rules PDFs, and if you like those rules, use them for yourself. Otherwise, let's keep going. So the way that the game works is you're going to have inside of each ship, different ships offer different roles for the party to be in. A character role is not the same thing as like role playing or what have you. It literally means what your job is on the ship. There's two primary roles that without them you literally can't fly and use the ship in combat, which is pilot and gunner. Pilot flies the ship, gunner shoots the guns. Then you're also going to have the third really important role, which is the engineer. They keep the shields up and running. They can divert power in different ways to better, more advantageously supports the pilot or the gunner. Then you have auxiliary roles like a captain, which can pull the whole party together in one initiative pool, so you can really coordinate your attacks and what have you, and give you a couple of extra features. And finally, the dogfighter, which is another pilot of sorts that hops into a smaller fighter class ship and just flies around and blasts things for you with greater precision, potentially even targeting another ship's systems directly. Targeting another ship's systems? What do you mean by systems, Daelric? I'll gladly answer that question to the person that didn't ask it. Each ship has a myriad of systems that are on it, whether they be their weapons, their propulsion, let's say it's their communications array, let's say it is their ability to cloak, turn invisible, and so on. Let's say it's their life support. If they don't have life support, they're going to be dying in a matter of days from lack of air and clean water and so on and so forth. There's all different systems that you can just target and shoot down when you play dogfighter or use various other abilities. It makes for really, really exciting combat, including using a battle grid with how you have to move and turn your ship to kind of angle at each other and so on, instead of a theater of the mind, which can get convoluted with a massive combat. I love the way it works. I really suggest it for you. I blended the rules together, as I said, in the PDF link, the PDFs links down below, even including things like taking the EWS or Electronic Warfare suite from Mass Effect and jam-packing it into the lore of this game, so you have another system that the crew can use. Awesome. I hope you really like the game that we're going to be putting together over on twitch.tv and youtube.com/Lost Initiative. I really hope you like the rules that are brought together by Dark Matter, made by Mage Hand Press. Thank you to you guys for making such amazing rules. Have fun.